What's going on, guys? JSGC here, and we are here for another Manchester City video. Today we're going to be doing the preview of the Premier League game between Manchester City and Chelsea. Etihad Stadium, 5:30 PM British Summer Time, kickoff time on Saturday, May 8th, 2021. It's Manchester City taking on Chelsea. It's a big game. We know a win for us in this game, and we win the Premier League. It's as simple as that. Now, before I crack on with this video, make sure, like always, if you are enjoying the content, you want to help to support my channel, then do subscribe, press that red button, press the bell and put your push notifications on. 17k subscribers is the aim. We're less than 200 subs away, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. Don't forget also, you can find my social media links there in the description below and sliding across at the bottom of the screen if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. My email also in the description below too. If you want to hit me up for any sponsorship for any videos or any general business inquiries, leave a thumbs up if you do enjoy this video. Let me know your thoughts as well in the comments below, including your score and team prediction for this game. And lastly, this video is sponsored and it's brought to you by the best footballing app out there, OneFootball. This video is brought to you by OneFootball. If you want to download the OneFootball app, all you need to do is press the link at the top of my description, which will take you forward to where you can download this app. The OneFootball app is extremely useful if you are a huge football fan just like me. It provides you with the latest footballing news, transfer news, and the latest videos as well. It is one source of information of where I get my transfer news from. It also allows you to see the latest scores with what's happening in the footballing world. If you just click on a game, including any Manchester City game, it will not only bring up the latest team news, but it will also bring up the latest statistics and keep you up to date with everything happening in that game. If you want to download this app, all you need to do is press the link at the top of the description to stay up to date. Thank you very much to OneFootball for sponsoring this video. If you want to go and download the OneFootball app and help to support the future content created here on my channel, then press that link at the top of my description to take you to the download page to download OneFootball. It's a free app to download. Now, let's crack on with this preview. Let's speak first about our oppositions. I do hope that both Manchester City and Chelsea fans have recovered from midweek in European football and both clubs qualifying for the UEFA Champions League final. Yeah, this is a dress rehearsal for that game, so I do hope that all fans have recovered from that and we can all get back to domestic issues here and the Premier League. Of course, like I said, it is our Champions League finalist, a good scouting opportunity for both us and them, and with that in mind, I think Manchester City may well rotate, not to give anything away for that big Champions League final coming up. We played on Tuesday. It was a hard-fought, high-energy game against PSG, so do expect rotation from Manchester City. I'm expecting Chelsea maybe to not have as much rotation in place because they've got more to play for, basically, in the long grand scheme of things. So I'm expecting them to do a little bit of rotation, maybe not as much as what Manchester City may do. They've just come from the back end of an exhausting game versus Real Madrid, and they've also had 24 hours less rest than what Manchester City have had, and I imagine they spent most of the post-match and going into the next day celebrating, partying and enjoying themselves and soaking in the great achievement that they've achieved. I'm sure City have done that as well. We've had an extra 24 hours though to be able to recover. So my conclusion here is I am expecting changes from both sides. So I'm wondering for Chelsea, who's going to start? I suspect it may be a similar defence to what went out against Madrid. Rudiger, Christensen, Thiago Silva, if he is fit to play twice in just consecutive games in just a couple of days recovery. Obviously, with Thiago Silva not getting any younger, I'm wondering if he might be given a rest for this game or not. I think it's this much of a bigger game, and Chelsea want to make a statement out there and want to suss out Manchester City. That I have a feeling they will go with a pretty strong squad, and I would include Thiago Silva in being in their strongest team. I suspect that we might see Giroud starting this game, possibly. Perhaps Reece James over Azpilicueta as well. Azpilicueta looked very tired by the end of that Real Madrid game. They've got a young, fit, extremely good right wing back in Reece James, so I suspect he may feature. Then I'm looking towards other players: Havertz, Werner, Pulisic. Will they be starting? Will it be Hakim Ziyech who is going to be given the nod for Chelsea? I imagine we'll see a similar midfield three of Jorginho, Kante and Mason Mount being used once more. And for Chelsea, I reckon we might see 3, maybe 4 changes from them. I don't think it'll be any more. They're sitting in 4th place, 3 points clear of 5th, which is West Ham. They won't want to lose this game. They run the risk of losing this game if West Ham win their game. Then all of a sudden, level points with just 3 games to play. not a situation they want to be putting themselves in. Chelsea will want Champions League football for next season, regardless of what happens in the Champions League final. They won't want to risk Champions League qualification purely being on that game. That's just upping the stakes even more of what is on offer. They'll want top four. They'll want a result here at the Etihad Stadium. So I think they're going to go with a strong team. And in terms of their form, they've won the last 2 games as well. They're unbeaten in the last 6. They're in the Champions League final. They're in the FA Cup final as well. This is an ideal time for us to be playing Chelsea. Thomas Tuchel, new manager there. He's got them well drilled, well organised. They're difficult to beat. They're difficult to break down. It's not going to be easy for Manchester City, particularly with us playing a rotated squad. I feel like first goal is going to be crucial. The reason we went out at Wembley in the FA Cup semi-final to Chelsea was because we made too many changes going into that game. We just couldn't adapt and gel ourselves and look like we were going to cause problems on that big Wembley pitch as well. Just didn't suit how and what Manchester City had put out there. And if we're going with a similar team, I think we might struggle once more. So I think with Manchester City, I think we may be making maybe a couple more changes. A couple less changes, than what we normally would maybe in mind, with the Premier League being on the line for Manchester City here, with of course that Man United Liverpool game being postponed. We know that with a win we can get the Premier League sorted. Then, only then, can we then start resting players for our other games for the Premier League. They'll become nothing games for us. Lots of squad rotation in there, ready to have our full first team 11 fully fit for the Champions League final, and that's an advantage again we could hold over Chelsea. Chelsea, they'll look at it from the other end of the spectrum. If they're having strong teams out every single game, week after week after week in the build-up to the Champions League, then they're gelling, they're adapting to each other, and they're getting more knowledgeable and playing alongside each other. The squad chemistry is there, and also their adaptability there with playing with each other and knowing each other's movements and things like that. It's not going to be rusting. It'll be nice and crisp and sharp. Their match sharpness will be nice and high going into that final for the Champions League. But like I said, this is a dress rehearsal for this game. For Manchester City, I want us to make a statement. I want us to go out there, 3 or 4 goals, really rectify that defeat in the FA Cup semi-final. We played really bad, and I feel like Chelsea are going to take confidence over how bad we played in that game, and that isn't Manchester City. That's not how we line up. That's not what we do. I want us to put out a team there that's capable of beating Chelsea, that's capable of us winning this game and winning the Premier League. After this game, that is exactly what I'd be looking for. I want us to punish them. I want us to be clinical. I want us to put in a really high performance from us, with lots of running, lots of movement, lots of possession, playing the beautiful football that Pep Guardiola is renowned for, and getting the job done for this game. I'm going to pop up my team prediction now for you guys. I'm going for Ederson in goal, Walker right back, Cancelo left back, rest for Zinchenko, Dias and Laporte, rest for John Stones. He's suspended, so he won't be featuring in this game. So there's a couple of changes at the back. Still think that's a very strong defensive line from Manchester City. In midfield, I'm going for Rodri, Gundogan and Bernardo Silva, so I'm having a rest there for Kevin De Bruyne. Again, pretty strong midfield that from Manchester City. I'm going for Mahrez on the right wing, Sterling on the left wing, rest for Phil Foden, and then going for Aguero through the middle. Take your pick as to which player that is. City don't normally like to play with strikers. It wouldn't surprise me if Aguero didn't start and it was maybe De Bruyne leading the line, but are City going to take that risk? That is the question. Like I said, we had a high energy performance against PSG only on Tuesday, so I reckon we'll be making a fair bit of squad rotation with injuries and fatigue in mind. Any players that want to play in this game that are fit, though, more than likely will be playing. I don't think it'll be 8 changes from Manchester City. I do, though. I've gone with 5 changes here for City from that game against PSG, with Fernandinho also having a rest, so I reckon that might be quite close to what City go out with. Predicting a Pep Guardiola team isn't the easiest things to do. I'm going for a 3-1 victory here for Manchester City. I'm going for us to win the Premier League. Let's get it done this weekend. That would be absolutely fantastic. I'll be honest, I want us to win the Premier League. I want us to do it on our own terms. I want us to do it on our home ground at the Etihad Stadium against a very good opposition in Chelsea. And I want everything to be done Manchester City's way. It's underwhelming. It is, okay? It's nice to win the Premier League. It's fantastic. It's underwhelming, though, when another team drops points, and that's what hands you the Premier League trophy. You have a celebration whilst you're in training. It just happens unexpectedly when your team isn't playing. It's a little bit underwhelming, and considering we've got a chance here to do it ourselves, I want us to go out there and do it ourselves. I want us to send a statement. I want us to rectify what happened against Chelsea in the semi-final. I want us to send a statement out and have Chelsea thinking about everything going forward into that Champions League final. A defeat here for City, and it'll be City that will be overthinking. It'll be City that will be thinking about this and that going into the Champions League final. Let's go and win the Premier League. Let's send that statement out there. The dress rehearsal for the Champions League, it's now Premier League trophy on the line this time for us. Champions League trophy the next time we play Chelsea will be on the line May 29th. So there we go, that has been the preview. I do hope that you did enjoy this video. If you did enjoy this video, leave a thumbs up so I know that you enjoyed this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below as well with your score and team prediction for this game. Don't forget to subscribe if you are new around here. Plenty more football and Manchester City content to come. So do press that red button, press the bell and put your push notifications on. It is free. We're less than 200 subs away from my goal of 17,000 subscribers. So any help towards that would be much appreciated. Don't forget also, you can find my social media links in the description below and sliding across at the bottom of the screen if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. My email also in the description below too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business enquiries. Do go and check out today's video sponsor, which is OneFootball. You can find their link at the top of my description. That'll take you to the download page to download OneFootball. It's a free app to download. It's the best footballing app out there in my opinion. So what's not to like? Downloading the OneFootball app does also help to support the future content created here on my channel as long as you do press that link at the top of my description. And I'll see you all again for the live watch-along of this Manchester City game between City and Chelsea at the Etihad Stadium. Really looking forward to this one. Fingers crossed we're going to be winning the Premier League after this game. That would be absolutely fantastic. We may be looking at ourselves thinking there's only, what, 24 hours or so to go until we become Premier League champions once more. It's nice to say them words. We're nearly there. Let's go and get that job done ASAP. First chance comes this weekend against Chelsea. Let's get it. First time of asking. So there we go, that's been the video. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you everyone for watching this video. It is much appreciated. I do hope that everyone is safe and well. Thank you everyone for watching, and I'll see you all again very soon. I've been JSGC. Peace. Ciao for now.